Hi everyone, welcome back. This is my second project for Kitaholic Kits for the month of December, and this week I am doing a trusted favorite, being a grid style layout. Now, what I tend to do when I do these grid style layouts is that I make the grid take up the entire 12 by 12 paper, but this time around I didn't want to do that. I wanted to leave some white space. So these photos are closer to 3 by 3 inches. I think they're a little bit bigger. But I think they're basically 3 by 3, maybe a little bit. Yeah, so the inside, so you can see this one, I'm adding like a blue paper inside of that little pattern paper. The inside is 3 by 3, so it's like maybe a quarter of an inch bigger than 3 by 3. Anyway, with that, I am just putting my photos down. So I've got all of these photos of just like random selfies that I took of me and Adelie at the beach or at the river one day. And so I'm really picking up, there's very subtle pinks and blues in my shirt and in Adelie's shirt, and there's some yellows in the paper as well. So I'm picking up a lot of those, the grey blue that we had in this kit, and again that beautiful foiled Art Deco paper, I'm using that as well. So once I've built my grid, now it's time to decorate, which is the most fun part. And we had so many things this month to choose from. So many, like the sticker book. It's just, honestly, that sticker book gave me life. I loved it. There were so many little like itty bitty things that you could use to make your layout feel like fuller. And you'll see me do that a little bit more next week. But with this layout, I'm keeping it fairly simple. I am leaving just one tiny little bit of a spot for journaling. And that's going to be on this little square here, and then everywhere else is going to be more for decorations and titles. And I really like how it looks. Like, there wasn't much to say about this particular layout. It's for baby's album, so I just wanted to say that we had a chance to take some selfies, because I haven't really done many 12 by 12 layouts in her album where it's just photos of me and her. It's often photos of just her or her and Emila, but not many of me and her. So I thought this is a good way to do some photos of me and her. And then this kit was perfect to use because it had such beautiful light toned, and my photos were very light toned. I did add that pale blue cardstock from my stash though, but other than that, everything in this layout is from this kit. I loved these flowers, but they were see-through, so I'm just sticking them on some scrap paper. I think these were the back of the circles that I used last week, and I am just sticking them down so to create a little bit of so you can see them better, basically. Adding some glue, and I'm gonna just cluster the flowers down the bottom here and tuck that love heart in there, which you can see there. I thought it looked quite pretty. I was going to use that as journaling, but honestly, like I said, there's not much to say. Oh, my light went off. Wonder what happened there. There wasn't much to say, so honestly, I just used it to kind of like create more of a visual interest rather than anything else. I do lose a little bit of footage. You don't see me decorating the bottom square, but you'll see it in the photos, the final photos, how I decorated that. I very much used like my principles that I picked up last month when I did my, what do you call them? Journaling cards. For my first project, I did a whole bunch of journaling cards, and so I sort of used the same lessons that I learned from that project in this particular layout to decorate these individual squares. So that made me very happy. As you can see, I'm just playing around with a lot of different things, sticking it down, picking it up, putting it away, and then I really like how this looked, the story of us. I thought that was really good to kind of title. That's basically the title of this layout. And then I'm adding some, those are actually technically 2 tags, but I'm only going to add the twine to one of the tags and then cut off the top of that circle tag, because I didn't feel like I needed the 2 bits of, the 2 tags with the twine right next to each other. So that is kind of why I am doing that. I also didn't want to cover up that beautiful golden paper too much, so I'm cutting some of it off. I love these little bows, the blue and pink and bows that we got in the sticker kit, so I use them a lot this month. Once that's done, I'm adding a gold border and some gold polka dots all over the place, and I don't think I add anything else that's dimensional to this layout, which I quite like. Like sometimes I want to add nouveau drops, sometimes I want to add stickles, and sometimes I just want to add nothing. So adding some photo corners as well, because I think they look pretty. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm adding some of these, what do you call them? Tiny phrase stickers on the photos, and just sort of scattering around Like I said, this was really amazing because that sticker book had so many little bits that you can add to your layout. I'm saying a lot. I'm sorry. I'm not tired or anything, so I don't know why I can't form sentences, but sometimes that just happens. The last thing I'm going to do when I'm done with this bit is add some journaling in that itty bitty journaling space I have left myself, and the journaling just says taking selfies with you, I think. I've already packed this layout away, so I can't look at it. But with that, I will say goodbye. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you all again next week for another design team layout. Bye.